that the teacher retirement system is their sole source of retirement. And the proposal in Senate Bill 778 is that all the increased costs for retiree health insurance be borne by currently retired school teachers. We've calculated that that will mean retired school employees will be paying about half of the pension that they receive just to have health insurance. There are two more bills I want to talk about very quickly. One is Senate Bill 3, private school vouchers. This is a bill that Senator Huffines just voted for this past week on the floor of the Senate. He also voted for it as a member of the Senate Education Committee, where he said to one of the witnesses, "Peggy, isn't it true that this is the best thing that this legislature will ever have done for public education?" Quote, I was sitting in the room. I tweeted it out for those of you on Twitter. Senator Huffines making the argument that the best thing we can do for our public schools is to take money away from public schools and give it to private schools with no accountability.
I sent the invite to Senator Huffines to be here today, and he gave a late response on why he couldn't be here. And I'd like to share the last paragraph with everyone, including the senator. Again, I regret I'm unable to attend your meeting. Please feel free to contact my office. If you have any questions, concerns, or comments, as your state senator, I work for you, not the government. It must be nice to be fortunate enough that you don't have to worry about little things like health care, pay, feeding your family, or the working poor. And you should have been here today. I don't know, I have 30 years at American Airlines, but my employer, and you work for me, right, asked me to show up and talk to me. I normally show up and talk to my employer, and I'm disappointed that you didn't have the intestinal fortitude to show up today.
That's Mark York, head of the Dallas AFL-CIO. This is Louis Malfaro from Texas New Era, Jobs with Justice.
Senator Huffines, you may not know some of the folks in this room, but you will. My name is Nirav Singhani. I'm the labor community organizer with Texas New Era Center. We are the North Texas chapter of Jobs with Justice. We also work very closely with the Dallas AFL-CIO. Our organization is charged with building a large coalition of community and labor organizations. Our goal is to make sure that we are working on policies and getting folks that we need in the right places so that way we can have protection for working families, for our public education system, for our retirees, for all the folks that work and live and are educated in our communities.
Which has to do with retired school teachers' health insurance.
Of course, he asked the old person to talk about retired teachers' health insurance. I was talking to Mr. Malfaro earlier about the fact that I have been in GISD for 31 years, and that
you don't have any rights when you come here.
Well, the bigger issue, though, right
That's
now,
the Secretary Treasurer of the Texas AFL-CIO, Rick Levy.
people are not aware of this.
25, a highly
Talking about
educated
the minimum
audience.
wage.
Okay, 725. How many people can make it in Garland, Texas on $7.25 an hour? All right. Only the little kid in the back. Well, and isn't that the myth? Like the only people that really make minimum wage are high school kids supplementing their income. Big lie. Big lie. A majority of people earning minimum wage are over 25 years old and are oftentimes the main breadwinner in their family. So, House Bill 258 and House Bill 924, Senator Huffines, we are asking you to sign on to increase the minimum wage in Texas so that people who play by the rules, who work hard, get a fair shot when they come home after a hard week at work and have the economic freedom to be able to cover their own expenses. He has signed on to Senate Bill 13, and this is the last piece of legislation I want to talk to you about. Senate Bill 13 passed out of the Senate this past week, and Senator Huffines voted for it. Senator Huffines, he calls himself a patriot. Senator Huffines is all about personal freedom. And Senator Huffines this week voted to take away the freedom of every school teacher and school employee, every employee of Dallas County, of the city of Dallas, of the city of Fort Worth, of all public employees except for police and firefighters. They caught a break. Those lucky guys, and girls, but mostly guys. I'm just saying. Senate Bill 13 will make it illegal for public employees to pay their union dues by dues checkoff. So, now, why do you think Senator Huffines would want to do that? To bust unions, you think? Well, so Joan Huffman, who's the senator who sponsored the bill, was asked that question on the floor. This looks like you're trying to get rid of unions. And she said, oh, I am. I am.
Members, that you will be receiving phone calls because we can't stop here. This isn't the end of it. We have a big fight going on, and we need everybody in this room to participate in it, so expect a phone call. Thank you.
They were introduced by Emcee, Louis Malfaro,
Thank you to both
head of
of you
the
for your
Texas
leadership here in this
teachers.
community. Okay.